Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you know, is EFX-SNIPER. Today I just come with an amazing video, guys, I always try to provide something that is good. You guys, I always make sure I provide something that is got more value. This is gonna be a quick video. I don't even know if it's gonna last 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It's just a simple one, guys. Like the moment you understand where is market playing, what is happening, what do you have to look at, then let's make it maybe 5 minutes, something like that. Then we're gonna see. So let me go first to the group. I always go to the public group because I don't just make up story. I think I sent these things in the group. Let me see. Yeah, it's this one. So let me do something like this. Let me go to the chart and let me show you this one. Guys, do you see this? Do you see this? This is not a joke. This is what we call precision. Do you check the date? Okay. And this is what end up happening after. You see? It's happening after. This is 6 March. 6 March. Let me just delete these things. Otherwise we're gonna have this. Okay, so guys, the only thing that I did here was, if you know, guys, me, I always believe that these things has to drop more. This is what I always believe, and I made so many videos about it. I still believe that we have to run this sell side liquidity. This one, the one that is resting here. I always believe like that. That is just to run that one. And you see, hold this level here. Okay, let's go to weekly time frame. The same scenario. I predicted about this one. If you guys haven't watched the video, go to my YouTube channel. I'll make sure I put the video, the link in the description for us to be able to see what I said about this area. Then this is daily. Okay, so the only thing that we can see inside daily is that, what do you see? What do you call this one? The other people that you guys called retail trader, or when I don't know, you ask we at the bank, I don't know. So you see, market was touching this line, touch, then they keep, every time they touch, they buy, they touch, they buy. At the end of the day, when you have something like that, let's say you have market create something like this, these things, this line here become a strong support, then market break. So in market break, what do you look for? The only thing you have to look right now, is there any decision point that market already create? But me, I just don't trade it like the way other people, they trade these things. I have my logic that I've already understand. For me to understand, because if you guys know, there is a strategy called Nora whatever. What she trades, she just tell people, like, look for a decision point here, then you need to trade. Now, people, they can trade anything that is look similar to this one. They call it SNRC1 or SNRC2. But the only thing that most of the people now, they get to fail is because they don't apply logic. This is the logic I want to show you guys today. If you apply my logic that I'm going to show you today, you're never going to fail. So let's say market creates this one. Then the only thing that you wanna see is there any decision point that has been created here? It's going to be, let's say, Dabo Marabuzu, whatever we call it, Eden base. And it can be any type of decision point that is there. So this is what we need to pay attention to. Then put another thing, that a small thing that is going to make sense to everything. Did market create an inducement? That is one thing you need to pay attention to. Did the market create? It can be something like this, or it can be even they run this low. So when markets run the low, or markets react from this area and start going, is the same scenario. Then this level, you make it as your liquidity zone. Do you get me? This one becomes as a liquidity. Sometimes market is gonna create again. Let's say maybe get there, react, come here, creates like an inducement. Then they touch the zone. Then we target this low. So simple, guys. Or we see if there was, let's say, a break of structure again, then we react from there. But so far, this is what I look at. I have to see market create a liquidity. or market create an inducement for me to make this zone become more valid. Because there is no way a market is going to get here and start selling from here if there is no inducement. This is why you see market is just going to come. Let's say market get here, react small, the next minute they fly up, then they drop again. You see those kind of stuff. So these things does happen like every single day. What do you see here? We have the strong support. You see? Support. The only thing was remaining here, we didn't have resistance. That is the only thing we didn't have here. What is the decision point? This is your decision point that you could come and look at for you to come and do it and take your entry. What is this one? You then base the one that is there. But what makes that zone become more valid is this area here. Do you see? This is what we call an FTR, because this zone failed to come back to this area for them to do what? To sell. It fell. Then, okay, since market fell from there, how do you take your trade now? This is one thing I always tell you guys. How do you take your trade? You need now to look at what market is showing you when it's going to a decision point. We get that decision point, we can go, let's say, to the low time frame. Maybe let's say in this case, we can use even H1 because this is what I use on H1. I saw this eye, okay, I have this liquidity, the internal liquidity. Then one thing I'm waiting is for market to give me an inducement, because people here, they rush. They say market is already print this one. It break liquidity, it breaks structure. This area become a strong eye. Believe me, guys, people, they say this is a strong eye. Then they have to come and do it and sell from here. Yes, market sold. Market do blah, 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 whatever it's going to do from there. But you know already your zone. Where is your zone? The zone is there. This is what you are waiting for. This is why you want to see market play. Then when market get there, what I'm waiting now, me, is for market to show me now direction. I can take this snipe entry. You know, guys, me with snipe entry, I cannot even explain myself. You guys knows already that this is Mr. Sniper. So I can take snipe entry, but I'm trying also to reduce those snipe entry. I'm trying to apply, you know, some logic where I understand that, okay, now the things I'm doing, they are going aligned with the market, not to rush, you know, sometimes, because taking a risk entry, it's something that most of the people, they don't understand it properly. Is because when you are taking a risk entry, you have a possibility of losing and the possibility of winning. But if you take such entry, like this entry, inducement, we took liquidity, we break structure, strong high, weak low. What is this? Internally liquidity inside this swing, high to low. Then markets come. This is the eye they create. They run it. Then we go down. Do you need to kill yourself before you take this trade? No. But when you're taking this trade, you need to have a target. You guys show, I show you guys the picture. Where was the target? How many people going to look for the sell, for the buy on this zone? How many people? How many people will say this one is a proper buy? And how many people they're gonna say this one is a proper buy? How many people? How many people they'll say this is a strong support? They have to buy from here. How many people? How many people? That is one thing you need to understand. You need to identify all the trap in the market. The moment you identify all the trap in the market, then you know what is going to happen next. You know what is going to be your movement. You know already what you are going to do. Do you see, guys? So after I saw something like this, I did not mark this one as to be my buy entry. I did not mark this one to be my buy entry. The only area I mark was on H1. That is the area I mark. Oh, sorry, it was I think H4. I'm sorry. That was the area I mark because I saw this QML. You see, guys, I saw this QML to be the level where market has to come and react. That is what. But other people, they will do something like this. Even if you do this imbalance price, whatever, it could be a snipe entry. But from here, it doesn't matter. You see. So they sold here to come and buy from here. Now ask yourself a question. How did this guy even know that market is going to come back to this area? Why there is this? You can say market break structure. You know, it took liquidity and break structure. This area is a strong low. but where is the inducement? Where is the inducement for you to make that zone to be more valid, that is going to hold the price to push it more high? Where is that? That is one thing you need to ask yourself a question. Do you see this low? That is a proper inducement for this zone. Because if you check, all this candlestick is the one that we call the FU candlestick, because that is what we call a block, a proper block, because it's run liquidity. It took liquidity here. If you didn't see it, let me show you. It took this low. It took this previous low, 21st January. Then here was 24, whatever. They took this one, then market fly. At the same time, we have this strong support and resistance, whatever. It creates here, because this is one we call the SR flip. You see, support become resistance and market sold. So something that is very simple, very simple. You just apply your logic. You know already where market is gonna sell or market is going to buy. And if you doubt this one, confirmation is here. You just refine your entry somewhere here for you to be able to go to the upside. But why is the market selling from here? That is one thing you need to understand. There was a rejection block at that area on H3, because I use H3 more. On H3, there was a rejection block there. What do you guys see? This is rejection block. Rejection block, inducement. Those are liquidity, internal liquidity, plus this I, they sold above the previous I. You see? Previous day I, we ran the previous day I, then we sold. Is there something that you need to kill yourself with? No. You just apply the simple logic. You understand what is happening in the market. So, sharp guys, this was just a quick video ever for you guys to know that market is there. I'm back. I'm going to make sure I provide more information. You just take notes, make note the back test, then you're gonna kill it also. I still believe, guys, I still believe you're gonna kill it, but mistake always be there. Mistake always be there. So we don't have to avoid mistake. The moment you try to avoid mistake, then you're gonna make mistakes. So guys, enjoy the video. I hope you like it. Let me try to find a reason of why they buy from here, because okay, I have this hidden base, the one that is there, that was being ignored, but let me try to see, let's say M30, let me try to get the proper reason. Guys, this is how I get the reason of why they sold somewhere, because this one I did not check it. The only thing I know is this one. And let me see M15. Where is it? Yeah, it's the same area that hidden base. Or if you want, you can do something like this. You see that one? Yeah, it is what it is, because they did not respect this one from here. And they trade. I did explain these things so many times. When market break a demand or a supply level, they trade again back to it. Oh, these things, I have to pay these things. Yo. So they trade again on it for them to fly. Then from here, if you miss a snipe entry, where's supposed to be your entry? Even Michael teach these things. So simple. I learn also these things from Michael, and I like it a lot. Okay, you have liquidity taken, the red liquidity, but what you see here, that things Michael was talking about, the fair value gap. Let's see if you go to M5 and try to understand what is happening there for you to be able to catch the movement from the top. The fair value gap is still there. See, guys, you could come and fill maybe, let's say, from here. But the only proper trade that if you want to take, according to me, was when market take out this low. Take out the low, you find your inducement and this other stuff. You take your entry from here. This is without risk. You can even reduce your stop loss. You just take there and you put something like this, and your stop loss somewhere here. You are done. So simple and straight, guys. So it is what it is. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the video. Then sharp.